You're about to listen to a Metal Express Radio exclusive interview. Head on over to metalexpressradio.com for our latest rock and metal interviews. And while you're there, check out our web radio, read our reviews, and rock and metal news. Enjoy the interview.
Hi, this is Mick Burgess, and I'm joined backstage today at the Think Tank with Pontus Snibb from Bonafide. Hi, Pontus, how are you doing?
Very good, very good.
It's great to see you up in Newcastle. You're coming towards the end of your current UK tour. How's the tour going so far?
It's been good. It's been good. It's a lot of bands touring right now, so you could see that on a couple of numbers on certain places, but it's been a overall really good tour.
Yeah,
and great to be back here headlining again. It's been a couple of years since we did that.
Yeah.
You get to play as long as you want.
Because it's 14 shows in 14 days, and that's a pretty heavy schedule for anybody.
Yeah.
So how do you prepare for something like that?
A lot of sleep, and then actually the way we travel now in a nightliner or a night bus, you can go to bed whenever you want to, you can wake up whenever you want to, so that's really good for the voice. If I need to be in bed and be quiet until 2 in the afternoon, it's easily done. Yeah. So it works fine.
Yeah. So last night you played in Norwich. Tonight you're in Newcastle. That's one hell of a drive. It's about the longest drive you can possibly get in
exactly.
England.
Thank God we were sleeping the whole way.
I was just going to say, did you fire your tour router manager?
Actually, this tour has been very well prepared when it comes to distances.
Yeah.
Except for this minor mistake yesterday. And the place was a shithole as well.
Well, you look back in a couple of years' time, you think, well, you got to play these places on the way up, don't you?
Absolutely.
So after these shows are over, what are you doing? Are you having much time off to sort of recharge your batteries?
No, not at all. We come home on Sunday, and then there's 2 weeks till we kick off the Swedish leg of the tour. So we do all of April in Sweden, and there we have an American support band following us from Los Angeles called Warner Drive.
All right.
They've been to Sweden a couple of times.
So what are they like?
Punky. I think it'll be a good bill.
So tomorrow night, as I said, it's the last night of your tour. I mean, you must have mixed feelings about it coming to the end, but a bit of relief as well, I suppose.
Yeah, but mostly you get to meet a lot of friends. We're 3 bands touring together. 2 of us are staying on the same bus. We become friends, and it's always a sad goodbye when that day comes.
Is it Edinburgh tomorrow night?
Yes, exactly. Bannerman's.
What a great place to end the tour. I mean, what a fantastic city.
Yeah, we are well received up at the Hard Rock Cafe as well. So we're going there, both bands, for dinner before show, and so we'll have a great kick it off.
Yeah, that'll be fantastic. So tonight, Newcastle, what have you got lined up for the show tonight?
A little bit from the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and the new album. So a little bit of everything.
So, I mean, it's not your first time in Newcastle. What do you make of life up here in the north?
It's really cool. We have a lot of friends here, and of course we're good friends with Spike from the Choir Boys. He's from here. I got to meet Brian Johnson once. He's from here. He's a sweet guy as well. No, we love playing here, and we've been here at the Think Tank once before, and then a couple of times at the Clooney. So it's a cool working man's town. It's a little like Gothenburg in Sweden. You need to flex your muscles or you get killed. No, it's all good.
I mean, you've toured up and down the length and breadth of the country. Do you notice different reactions in different cities?
Well, usually London is fantastic. This time around it wasn't really that spectacular. I'm not sure if it has something to do with the venue we played, or that people don't care for the academies maybe so much anymore because the beer is expensive, and so most of the shows that has been outside of academies this round has been better. But when it comes to towns, Glasgow always fantastic city, and that's where we got our first real airplay for our biggest song, Fiddlehead Rock. It played a lot on the rock radio stations there. So
you got Planet Rock as well.
Yeah, exactly. So that's always special.
And you joined on the tour, this tour by Tequila Mockingbyrd. What can we expect from them on this tour?
A good 45-minute set. from the girls, and the support Killer B, great band from Sweden, played 30-minute set as well.
Yeah.
So we have 3 bands on the bill.
3 bands, yeah, getting a lot of value for your money on this tour. So you mentioned the new album Flames, and that came out a few weeks ago. You pretty pleased with the reaction it's had so far?
Absolutely, it's been overwhelming reviews actually. So we were very happy with that.
When I heard it, I think there's heavier bands out there, there's faster bands out there. Those are the more into what they're wearing, what the image is. I mean, what I liked about this is just like no messing, heads down, rock and roll. To me, like what it used to be.
Yeah.
No messing, organic sound. I mean, is that how you see it?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course we want to look good on stage, but that's not the main thing. The main thing is writing the good songs that are apparently did this time.
Yeah.
So we just want to put out a great sounding album where drums sounds like drums and guitars, and etc. Without any like big powerful too fat of a sound, and like make it sound like it's supposed to be sounding like it did in the 70s.
Yeah, and how you can reproduce that on stage.
Yeah,
as well,
exactly.
Without having to have all these bells and whistles.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, but you have added a couple of backing singers. I think it's Like It Now, Written in Stone in particular, and the last track, Under Your Spell. I think when I listened to that and I made the note, real classy touch. I mean, why did you decide to add the girls?
We always want to stray away a little bit from the given path, with the Akadaka-ish twin guitar sound. And we've been talking about how we love like the gospel choir, like Black Rose has done a lot of times. So we found a gospel choir in the city where our bassist Martin lives, where the studio is.
Yeah.
So we asked them to come over, and they went in and sang on 3 songs, and it turned out really well.
I mean, you keep most of the creativity in house. You do most of the writing. Martin, your bassist, produces, engineers, and mix the album. Is this because you want to retain the sort of control, or is it a bit of financial as well?
We've had a big Swedish producer on our second album, Something's Drippin'. That turned out really well. But when it comes to these songs, and I write them all and do full demos, and there's not so much to be done with it, so that we can't do by ourselves. Yeah. So because we want to stick to the clean 70s natural sound. So if we would have brought in some producer that wanted to go 80s, maybe we would all be angry with him anyway. So
it would, yourself.
And people seem to like it. So.
I mean, the only song on the album not written by you is Bottle of Jack. So where did that come from?
It's a good friend of mine who wrote that song, and I was singing the demo for that song that he was gonna try to sell to Airborne or the likes of. And it's the kind of song that it's a little bit too. I love the song. Get me wrong, get me right. But it's a little bit cheesy, with it. But I still love it, and I can't write that kind of a song. So I asked him, can we record that one? It will fit extremely good on the album. As it did. A lot of reviews take up that song in particular.
Because this year, of course, it's your 10th anniversary. I mean, does it feel like 10 years since you started?
No, not at all. And the first album I recorded by myself, just with a bass player, and we had a band going for a while, and one after one they had to quit because the touring schedule was too big. So, and they had children, so they couldn't get off that much. So we've had these members now. Niklas, the drummer, has been in the band for 5 years, and him for 4 years, Martin, and Anders, guitarist, for 2 years. So we've been a solid group for a long time now, and this feels like the lineup.
So it's a good base to build on for the next couple of releases, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have any special events sort of lined up for your 10th birthday?
No, not in that sense. Outside of touring, we have about 50 shows booked for the year, and now we've been doing 14 of those, so we have 36 shows left, I think. So we're doing Spain in May, and then festivals in the summer, and then we go to Germany and Belgium and France in the fall. So we'll be playing a lot. But no special event. We celebrate every day.
Wait, so what was the music scene like for you growing up in Sweden?
For me personally, it was really good because my dad's a musician, so I got to follow him on tour as a child and grew into the business from my early days. But I guess when it comes to the rock and roll scene, it's getting worse and worse, as in the UK, as in Sweden, you know.
Yeah. It's still there in the underground, though. It's still got a strong, hardcore following.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Obviously, the likes of Metallica and what have you, they've just announced the tour today, so everybody will be flocking to get tickets. But it's £95 to go and see before you pay a booking fee. It's just getting crazy.
I didn't even pay £95 to see Led Zeppelin at the O2.
No. Did you get that?
I was there. Yeah. It was good.
Yeah, I heard it was. Yeah.
No, but that's too fucking £100 almost. That's no one's worth that. Why?
And they were always made such a big thing about being a band of the people when they started with the training, new wave of British heavy metal and what have you. They were really into that, and they like the sort of do-it-yourself attitude. Now it seems they've got so big they've become a bit.
Niklas, our drummer, told me that Kid Rock in the States, he did this stadium tour where he lowered his fee and his musicians' fees and every fee on everything, and the ticket price was like $20, like 20 pounds, and the beer was not to be more than like $2.50, so like £2. Perfect. That's the way to go about it. And he sold it out, and everybody was so happy.
Yeah, and he'd still make good money off it.
Of course, yeah. And his street cred is now larger than life.
I didn't know this before when I'd heard your last couple of albums. I didn't realise that you were also drummer in Jason and the Scorchers.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I did a tour with Jason as a solo artist back in 2003, where I played the guitar. And later that summer, he'd heard about me being a great drummer and all, and he asked me, because Perry Baggs, the original drummer, now passed away, sorry to say, he couldn't make that show. It was a show outside of Norway, outside of Oslo, Norway. So I practiced all spring, and then I did the show. And then I've been the drummer ever since. And when we recorded the album in Nashville, the Halcyon Times album, I got to be like a full-on member. So I've been a full-on member since 2008.
So you're still a
member? But we haven't done anything for 2 years. The last shows we did were here in the UK. The Ramblin', we did.
Yeah, you did.
And the Ramblin' Man Fair we played as well. That was 2 years ago, so we haven't done anything since.
So do you see yourself as a drummer or a singer or a guitarist?
Well, drums is my main instrument.
All right.
Yeah. But I mostly tour playing the guitar and sing.
Why not do it all, eh?
Yeah.
So is there any more?
Actually, I did that one. Well, the tour we did with Bonafide and Hardcore Superstar, we were playing Bristol, and I was staying in the other band's bus. Yeah. So I woke up there, and they had a flat tire, so I couldn't make it in time. So I had to do a show by my own. So I sat with the kick drum and boom, boom, and playing guitar and singing for half an hour show, so we could get paid. All the other bands were like, "Whoa, way to go!"
Some people like this. I always remember seeing. Do you remember Y&T?
Yeah, of course, good friends of ours.
Yeah. Dave Manichetti played here. It was about 3 or 4 tours ago, and he lost his voice, and he could barely sing. The crowd sang.
Yeah.
His
John Nyman probably went in.
He got through. He played 2.5. He looked like he was about to die. Yeah. And when he came back the next year, he said, "I was going to do an extra long show." He played about 3 hours, and the crowd loved it. Yeah. They really appreciate the fact that he struggled on despite being.
Absolutely, you always tend to do that. It's all for the show. That's true.
That's a real rocker for you.
Yeah.
So I mean, after this tour is finished tomorrow night, so what are your plans for the rest of the year? Is it just more touring, or maybe
more touring?
Recording new material?
No, we have one more song that didn't make it on the Flames album. We're going to be a duet. I can't say anything more than that, but probably do that later in the year.
Yeah.
Release it as a single with another Swedish singer, great friend of ours in a big band. Yeah.
Well, thanks very much, Pontus. It's been an absolute pleasure. Best luck with the show tonight and the rest of the tour, which finishes tomorrow night in Edinburgh. And hopefully we can catch up in Newcastle again next time you're through.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You just listened to a Metal Express Radio exclusive interview. Head on over to metalexpressradio.com for our latest rock and metal interviews. And while you're there, check out our web radio, read our reviews, and rock and metal news.